Leo tunadua, tunashanga na tunasema Allah.
Allah.
Because this is not my own story. It was sent to me by one of you guys who felt actually five. I was going to say four. We have five main characters to the story. We have Sylvia, we have Amanda, we have Zach, we have Sylvia's mother, and we have Sylvia's father. Okay? So, Sylvia and Amanda are cousins. And Sylvia and Amanda started living together the moment Amanda's mother tragically passed away, right? So, Sylvia came from a very wealthy family. Like, they were ballers. Her dad was constantly working in and out of the country, and her mother was a stay at home wife. When Amanda's mother sadly passed away, Sylvia's family offered to take her in, and they became the custodians of Amanda. They were basically her guardians. Now, Zach is Sylvia's boyfriend, right? So, Sylvia had been dating Zach for a good amount of time. They met in school, all of that. So, obviously, when Amanda came to live with these guys, she moved to Sylvia's school. But what Sylvia didn't know is that Amanda took a liking to her boyfriend.
My friend.
Now, this is where the story gets crazy. The rest is just fluff. We'll cut to the part tunaanza kushanga. So Amanda had never really told Sylvia. Because kitu kama hiyo unaanzaje kuambia mtu? How do you just start telling someone, hey, by the way, I like your boyfriend. You know, can I date him? Kuna kitu kama hiyo wewe. So she started harboring resentment towards Sylvia. And it started in the slightest way. Started passive aggression, started with her making snarky comments and all of that. And another thing Amanda didn't like Sylvia for was her hair. Sylvia had a gorgeous mane. Yani ni zile unaona unasema wewe.
Happy birthday, Beyonce, Beyonce.
You're not bamba, you know? She had nice hair because her father had partly Ethiopian genes. So she got the alikamatizi genes. She had nice hair. So things started going south when, one day Sylvia discovered locks of her hair, like a mob, in Amanda's room.
Oh my goodness, I feel like I'm freaking out.
And this happened when she'd gone to look for her top, because the housemaid would do the laundry and then anaikia kila mtu. So she had mixed up some of the laundry, so Amanda got some of Sylvia's clothes, right? But here's the thing. This was not the first time, because sometimes at least 3, 4, 5 times a week, she'd be getting her stuff in Amanda's room. And when she went to ask the house help is like, I put this in your room, specifically, najua nguo zako. But Sylvia wasn't buying that. She was just like, maybe she's just making a mistake and she doesn't want to admit it. So she went to look for some of her clothes. She found them, but she found something else as well. She found locks of her hair. And that same week, when she went to the hairstylist, coincidentally, them living in the same house, they went to the same hair salon. So the hairstylist was like, oh, I also do your cousin's hair, but she always comes in with some of her own hair, but you can tell it's human hair, and she tells me to incorporate that into the braids.
She what?
That is strange. How do you even start bringing that up? So Sylvia was quite hesitant to take that issue to her mother because Adi hana evidence, she didn't really get to take the hair and, show her mother because she wasn't thinking like that at that point because she was in shock. I mean, I would be too as well. So she decided to tell her boyfriend about it. Now her boyfriend was also as confused and they don't know how to go about the matter. Now, things started getting a bit strange when all of a sudden Amanda started cooking for everyone, right? And now Sylvia's mom was happy. She was like, maybe she's finally comfortable in our home ever since she lost her mother. She's trying to show acts of kindness. Ju tumemchukua, we've taken her in. But Buddha.
I'm not okay, because
So she noticed that every time Amanda would cook, angeka sahani kando. Basically, they had an inbuilt stove. So there were two sides to it. So she would set at least 3 plates or 2 plates if the father was home and she was cooking for the dad as well, or like the house help or anyone else she was cooking for. Basically, she'd put a cluster of plates on one side and then she'd put one singular plate on the other side. At first, Sylvia thought ini yake, cause labda mpishi atakula mwisho, because she always came to like the dining table or to sit down to eat last. But something wasn't making sense, you know? So another week rolls by and some of Sylvia's clothes are in Amanda's room. Mind you, she's still contemplating how to tell her mom that, yo, where? Your niece is collecting my henna and anaenda kusongwa nazo, unaona? So another week rolls by and she goes to look for her clothes. And this time she finds something much more peculiar. She finds tins filled with yellow liquid. And I'm like, what? Okay. So Inayo angeshkilia, she goes to tell her mother. Her mother comes into the room and she's also shocked. They call Amanda back home. Amanda alikuwa amekanyaga nje kidogo. She had gone out. She comes back and she's being asked like, what's going on? What's this? All of that. And she says, casually, mind you, niliambiwa kwa story hito nilikuwa casual. She goes, oh yeah, that's just my pee.
What?
And I sometimes put it in Sylvia's food. Meaning, she would serve the rest and then you in a bucket. Sylvia.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, what? So the mom is like, she's shocked. She honestly does not know how to deal with this. Because one, she can't send her back. All of the extended family knows that the guardians and the custodians of Amanda right now, since her mother's death, is Sylvia's parents. Sylvia's dad hajui, yako mambo za biashara. So Sylvia was at crossroads. Mind you, she just finished she was doing British system. So she just finished like her finals. And she just told her mom, I can't live here. So she's moved out to a student residence. Hostels basically, but like the fancy kind, Akina Kwetu, homescapes, all that, because they come for money. She's still together with Zach, but she doesn't talk to Amanda. And the sad part, the worst part, is that Amanda texted her and told her, I show you no remorse for taking what I wanted. And I'm like, bro, kuna watu wanapanga kukumaliza.